YouTube now.
Really?
Yeah. I'm finally back home from some traveling. I was in Dubai for a work trip, then off to Arizona to drive the Hummer EV and take a couple days off. It's Saturday now, and my good friend Mike at 312 Supercars is hosting a charity Cars and Coffee to support a couple really good causes. So we're gonna take the R8 out because the Shelby is still in winter storage mode because it's still not warm. It's like April and it snowed last night, so typical Midwest misery. Anyways, really excited for this. It's to support a good cause. It'll be a lot of fun to take the R8 out. I actually have a present for Mike too, so I gotta go grab that from inside and load the car up, and then we'll head out. This is about to be a 2-week cold start with the B-Rogue titanium exhaust. The car's been sitting on a trickle charger. Mike absolutely loves Mercedes and AMG, so I got him this. It's a C63 Black Series, 1/64th scale from Tarmac Works. I've been buying a lot of Tarmac Works models recently. The detail on them is crazy. I have a bunch of the RWBs, some of the Paganis. I love them. So I got him this one, which I think he'll like. He has a C63 Black Series right now, just in white. Things are warmed up. Cars and Coffee. I wasn't filming earlier, a lot of cars have left, but here's Dennis's new FF with the gold HREs. This blue and gold combo looks awesome. We've got the A12 GTS in the garage. Remember they had the A12 Coupe, the Superfast, but here with the full red interior, drop top, naturally aspirated V12. I can't wait to drive this because the A12 is absolutely phenomenal. And then in the other garage, the SS Black Series. What year is it? Gets to sit right in the middle. One of my favorite cars ever. Honestly, I drove this and then went to the Pista and wanted to get back in the Black Series. Currently, this is the highest horsepower output naturally aspirated production V8 ever, which is going to be superseded by the C8Z06, which I'm actually really surprised that anybody is going to build a high horsepower NA V8, but I'm happy that Corvette is doing it because now I want a Z06, but this thing is still just such a beast, and the doors that go up, and the value for these is going to be through the roof. I guarantee it. They're going to be really, really collectible. Just say that again, Dennis?
The McLaren GT looks good.
Oh, so when the camera turns on, he's being all goody two shoes.
Oh,
I got you a mini version.
Thank you.
Yeah, the detail on these is actually really cool.
It's insane.
Yeah. Sepang Blue R7. Still love those. This right here is utter insanity. A full exposed carbon fiber 675 LT Spider. Yeah. So this is the rarest of the rare 675 LTs. Every single panel aero piece is carbon fiber. The flying buttresses, the side scoops, everything. Wow. Looks absolutely amazing. Got the fender louvers, the front end. Got some cool orange accents, the brake calipers, and then just look at the carbon fiber across the entire front fascia. We have the track telemetry camera here, and just full carbon exposed. This is rare. We wrapped up Cars and Coffee, raised a lot of money for a great cause, both Ukrainian refugees and also the ALS Foundation. So thank you so much to everybody that came out to the 312 Supercars event, went and grabbed some lunch, and Mikey and I took the R8, he took the A12. We went for a spirited drive to get some gas, which was a lot of fun. I haven't driven this car in a while. It is still on winter tires, but again, just haven't enjoyed that V10 in quite a while. The B-Rogue built titanium exhaust just sounds so good. We have a lot of leftover donuts, so I'm actually gonna go take them to, I think the fire station and the police department, donate them. So they're in the back of the Rolls Royce, and I think I'm gonna go take the A12, which I'm excited for, because it's a convertible, naturally aspirated V12 Ferrari, which is one of the best things in the world. I'll never get tired of seeing that though, the blue titanium. When you get it nice and hot, it changes colors. Yeah, that's awesome. Here we go, 812 GTS, full red interior. I'm talking everything that's not carbon fiber is pretty much red leather. Look at that spec. Oh, I'm a lot taller than Mike, so I gotta move that seat all the way back. Holy crap, he's short. Oh, yeah, baby. All right. It's got stop start. Why? All right, now let's hear that V12. that's fun. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Ferrari is finally modernizing. Check out that overhead view 360 camera. And then we've got the backup camera, which is very fisheye lensed, but useful. The A12 GTS. What an epic car. To park it, you put it in neutral by pulling both paddles, and then we go and put the parking brake on. It says hold, and then all you do is turn off the car, and that's how it goes in the park. There's no like park button anywhere. Reverse is the button there, and then the paddle shifters for up and down. So the A12 has a pretty long front end, but it's technically mid-engine because the entire naturally aspirated V12 sits behind the front axle. So it's front mid-engine for better weight balance. Yeah. Such a cool car. You get the lights on the steering wheel too. Nothing builds revs like a Ferrari V12. Man, that's crazy. Yes, they are definitely excited about the cars. Here, hold the camera, I'll give them a couple of revs. You're on YouTube now.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah! What's up?
That's always cool. See you guys. Man, just the joy at kids when they see cool cars. I miss that feeling because now I'm all jaded. I'm just like, oh look, it's just another Ferrari. That was cool. The A12 is such an incredible machine, and taking the roof off just makes it even more of a cool experience. The open air, you can hear it a little bit better, but because of the stock Ferrari valves, under a certain RPM, they really quiet it down. But with an exhaust, this V12 would absolutely scream. In terms of putting traction down, it's 800 horsepower, and because it's rear-wheel drive and the engine's up front, I feel like the mid-engine cars, like the true mid-engines behind us, like a Pista or an F8 or a 720S, seem to do a little bit better with traction. This thing can get tail happy. Even we're just in sport mode right now for the drive modes, the Manetto, whatever it is in Italian. Oh man, and the spec on this car. Originally, I was doubtful. I was like, Mike, why are you doing another black A12? You already have a black A12. But the full red interior, once we park, I'll show a couple more details of the red interior because it's every single detail. And then the way this thing drives and sounds is just addicting. Here's a view from inside. Look at that, everything is red. Everything is red or carbon. There's the passenger screen and the details too. Like, look at the sun visors. They're also red leather with white stitching. Headliner here, I'm sure if we put the top up, it would also be red. The carpets, the steering wheel, everything. So as with the rest of the lineup, this is probably the last naturally aspirated V12 only, along with the Competizione. So the 488 and the F8 are gone now. There's no mid-engine V8 Ferrari, that's gas only. 296 is hybrid. Everything is going to hybrid. I don't know what the SUV powertrain is going to be, but I think naturally aspirated, high-revving V12 Ferrari is always going to be just, it's going to be special, legendary, living down just as one of the best, the pinnacle of what internal combustion engine can be like. I have to give a couple baby revs in here. V12 just turned me into a child. I need a V12 in my life. Oh, now the question is, Lamborghini V12 or Ferrari V12? The only V12 I can afford is probably in like a 30-year-old Mercedes or something. Let's put the top up on the A12. There's a button right here. We'll hold it down and we'll see the process of the roof going up on an A12 GTS. Look at that red leather. Oh man. This is cool. And the back goes down. Roof closing, side windows go up. Roof closed. Parked away in the garage again. This thing just looks so aggressive. You can see that full red interior peeking out. This car is on low ring springs. We have some aftermarket wheels too. I'm forgetting these are HREs or Anarchies. I think they're HREs actually. Man, and he's an exhaust and then it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. So recently I've been in a couple of the V12 Lamborghinis, Aventador, SVJ, Murcielago, most recently Alex's gated manual LP640, and now with this Ferrari V12, the A12 GTS. My kind of takeaway is like, if you're trying to decide between the two, the A12, the Ferrari ones, are a little more dailyable, whereas the Aventador is a little less practical, a little bit more of the excitement in theater. I think more people are gonna look at the Lambo V12, it'll attract more attention, but the A12 is a lot more spacious, a bit more comfortable, better visibility. They're both crazy experiences, very, very fast, very powerful, very expensive, obviously, but that's kind of the difference between the two. They feel a little bit different. That being said, I just want some sort of V12 in my life. I need to figure out how to afford that because they're all pretty expensive. Special thanks again to Mike at 312 Supercars for letting me drive the A12 GTS. It's not every day you get to experience a 800 horsepower, naturally aspirated V12 convertible Ferrari. Like, that is absolutely one of the coolest cars you can buy right now. And I was much more excited about the A12 than I am about the SF90. I know the SF90 is gonna be, it's very, very fast, very powerful, also extremely expensive. But I don't know, it doesn't have a naturally aspirated V12 and I don't love the styling. Same thing with the 296. I know it's gonna be really, really fast, but I'd rather go drive a Pista or an F8 or something like that. Again, I haven't experienced either of those of the new hybrid Ferraris, but I don't know if they'll be able to match the emotion of a V8 or V12. Definitely not the naturally aspirated ones, but I'm also a sucker for naturally aspirated high revving engines. Honestly, this vlog didn't have a specific plan when I set out. Actually, I did have a plan. It was gonna be about my new R8 wheels because I was taking my R8 out after it's been sitting for a while, but they're a couple weeks away still. So I was gonna film the first half of the video and then the second half once the R8 wheels were ready. Did a little bit of vlogging of the event, but I think the A12 GTS experience kind of took over this video. So I hope it was cool getting a glimpse into what it was like to drive a Ferrari 812 GTS. There'll be more content with the A12 for sure. I am going to continue to beg Mike to keep it in the collection. I think it's supposed to get an exhaust actually, so we'll definitely cover that if it happens because the scream of a V12 with a cool exhaust is addicting. Like, that's one of the best sounds in the world for sure. With that, we'll end this video. Check out 312 Supercars. This was a great event also supporting the ALS Foundation and also the Ukrainian refugees. So raised a ton of money, ton of people came out, a lot of cool cars, a lot of great people meeting everyone. So that was enjoyable and all to support a great cause to support the community and so forth. So that was awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.
My name is Mike, and I love EddieX. I love EddieX. But guess what? EddieX smells weird.
You recording?
Yeah.
You actually recording?